everybody, this is EmeraldGamer773, and we're back again for the Senate project, and this is just a bit ridiculous. I think the roof might take its own video. Probably means I have more time to design it. As I stated in the last video, I had an idea of designing the roof. Probably gonna have more roof or something else, really. Really just got the Senate project up. I mean, this is downright ridiculous. Okay, I finally finished 2 walls to the final height. This is still just downright ridiculous. Also, yeah, please, if you're interested in knowing about upcoming content or even voting on content relating to this series, please join the Discord server in the description. You can vote on the flag for this Multiversal Metropolis, or even input your own design, because I will be hosting a contest until July the 20th. Now, I'll give until July the 29th for people to enter either a JPEG or PNG of a flag design that I can put on this back wall and then use repeatedly throughout the city. So yes, please give a flag design in that contest. Or if you don't feel like you want to input a flag design, just put a flag or vote on the flags then. If you don't feel like inputting and designing a whole flag, you can just input a vote on which one you think is best. That voting will be starting July 29th. And yeah, so that's the information I need to talk about the flag contest, because frankly this wall just looks barren. The rest of these walls look barren as well, but this is the one that I'm mostly concerned about. And if nobody puts anything in the contest, I'll just come up with something on my own. Alright, well, it's only been 3 minutes and we're almost done with this part of the project, so it looks like the roof is going to be tackled in this video as well. Thinking maybe a glass ceiling, if that's even like relevant anymore. Just do a literal glass ceiling, I guess. So you could like a sunroom or something, like the ceiling of a sunroom, that is. And just light could get in the Senate building during the day, and it would be not on when the Senate building is not on. Sorry, my seasonal allergies are hitting a bit, and no, I do not have COVID. Everything's safe, or everything good. Just my seasonal allergies have been hitting, and oh boy. Alright, well, as I did talk about, I think, in one of my previous videos regarding the Senate, I came up with the idea to do the FNAF timeline in this series because the actual FNAF timeline. Hey, I might do that as a voiceover when I end up recording the big time lapse for the what's it called? I forgot the name. The big parent company of FNAF, it's Fazbear Incorporated? That doesn't sound right. Something like that. Something similar to that. So, Fazbear Incorporated. Fazbear Evil Incorporated! No, not that. That is, in fact, not it at all. Wait, wouldn't it be Fazbear Jump Scare Incorporated? That'd be... Of course, with that tune, you can really put anything to it, like, I'm building the Senate right now. You know, you can really put anything to that tune. It's a good tune. Whoever, I don't know if it's Dan or Swampy, whoever designed that theme, they knew what they were doing. I don't think I need any more doors for now. And I'm gonna build with green stained glass because, well, emerald and all that. And that's something that I kind of wish was a feature in Minecraft. I know beacon, there's cool with the colors, but with normal light there isn't. But I think it could be pretty cool if light is shining through stained glass, the light below changes color. Just like how stained glass works in real life. Be a nice minor update to the game. I don't think it could carry its own update. Like Caves and Cliffs Part 2 could maybe feature it. I don't know. Because there's that new glass, the black glass or whatever it was, in one of the snapshots that completely blots out light. So, I mean, if they were including that, maybe that would be a good time to include, not even add a new block, but just tweak stained glass. Sorry, I've been quiet. I'm thinking about how I'm gonna do this roof design. See, there's this part of the roof design, but then I don't want to make it just so bleh. It's still just a big rectangle. Even with this fancy entryway design, it's still just a big rectangle. And I've kind of written myself into a corner, or built myself into a corner here. And because, well, it's a rectangle, and that ain't great design. Of course, this is also a rectangle, and I just modified it by adding some slabs, I have an idea. All I'd need to do is make like a middle beam. And like, let's say it goes up to like here. Yeah, and then the rest of the glass can be a little bit elevated. And then I start making a beam that goes across from here. And so, of course, the middle's not going to be glass, but that's just 2 blocks wide, so not something I'm concerned about. Whoop. And then this way, there's enough space for every block placed. Let's look at those statistics, shall we? 2.15 hours, sneak time 1.27, distance walked, not much, distance sprinted, more, distance flown, way more, no swimming, no falling, no climbing, a lot of jumps, items dropped 3, damage dealt, number of deaths none, well doi, no, makes sense, there's no deaths. Once again, this is incredibly off. As saying the only thing I've used is red. That's completely wrong. I've used the painting. I used it in my house. Diamond sword. Used it 8 times. Yeah, that would make sense. Picked up 2 rotten flesh. Yeah, that would make sense from that zombie. An arrow picked up because of the skeleton. Yeah. Yeah, and the rotten flesh was from the zombie that died on the ground because of sunlight in the middle of my building. Now, while this doesn't necessarily fix nighttime monsters, it does fix daytime monster problems. And 3, I need 4, actually. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, yes, perfect. 2, 3, 4. Perfect. The plan is coming together. It's all looking alright. And if this one goes over 20 minutes, no big deal. It's going to be a giant upload of stuff. Literally, when you're seeing this, you probably have ignored the other Senate videos that are part of this series because I'm going to be uploading all my attempts at making the Senate in one day. Probably today. So if this is uploaded on the 9th, that is today. So yeah, that's the plan for this. We're gonna do a massive upload. And I'm gonna try to get back to weekly consistency because these are frankly much easier to make than a lot of others. Because I'm literally building in the episode instead of having to build a bunch before the episode and script it out and all that in preparation of the episode. Like, James Block took so much time to, like, put down every little modded thing, put down every little enemy, put all the enemy spawners right out. Never really scripts, but, like, write out a plot. Oh, that's why I couldn't back up. Write out a plot that made sense within the narrative. Okay, just checking to make sure I had 4. Alright, well, this has been definitely some fun. Well, we've gotten this much done, and there's still more to be done. So, once again, if you join that Discord server that I was just talking about the contest, you can in fact not only enter a flag design, but also potentially name a resident of the town. Like, you could name a resident Phil, or Steve, or even convoluted, like, Arbitron 49, or Release the Hounds 23. I guess that's a citizen name, I don't know. So, yeah, just, even if you wanted your resident to be named Davy Jones 2, the sequel, or something stupid like that. Absolutely. Of course, you know, there still has to be some grain of salt taken there because, well, can't name somebody certain things that are, because, you know, that appearing in a YouTube video instantly, like, if you named somebody other word for female dog, or other word for donkey, that would definitely cause problems. YouTube doesn't like it when stuff like that appears in a video. I mean, granted, this is not a for kids series at all, but it's also not supposed to be R-rated. We're going for like a PG-13 here. Of course, technically for series, that would be TV-14. We're not going for a TV-MA. See, that's what I wanted, and now it's got like a natural kind of arch. And let's see it from here. Alright, good. I like it. I think that it's good. And we are pretty much right at the 20-minute mark. So I will see you guys in the next one. Emeralds away!